Hey, what's up, everybody? It's CM here with the Common Sense Perspective once again, coming to you another YouTube video of just bringing up bullshit, right? That I see, and it's like idiocracy at its finest, and try to bring some common sense to things. So let's just talk about it. All right. Subscribe to everything I got going on here. I got my YouTube channel. Um, Post a comment, hit the bell icon. I like having a discussion. So hit me up, and let's grow together. And eventually, I want to do live streams. We could interact with one another in regards to doing this stuff here. And we can talk about anything and everything. It's not limited to certain things. I'll talk about anything. I don't even care. But let's bring up this right here, this very topic, all right? Oh, yeah, here's my channel, by the way. Where's it at here? Here it is. Boom, all right, the common sense perspective. All right, trying to bring common sense. That's my agenda. To bring common sense back to what we do in life. There's not too much of that left here. So this is what bothers me, all right? I'm looking at this here, and they're talking about this California bill to be passed yet again to ban plastic bags in California, right? So I think it was about 10 years ago in California, because it's where I live. They passed a law to ban plastic bags, the single-use plastic bags, because they said that people only use it once or whatever, which is to me bullshit. I think it's more people than you think reuse these plastic bags than you think. But we'll get back to that in a second. But it's being said that these politicians think they know everything. They said, oh, we only use this one time, and then they throw it on the ground or they throw it in the trash, and it goes into the environment. It pollutes the environment. It's toxic. Animals get stuck in it. Whatever. It goes into the ocean. All this stuff, right? So they wanted to put a ban to it, and it passed. And so they said that in place of that, we got these reusable bags that you can use, and it's going to cost 10 cents for that, right? And all it is just thicker plastic bags, all right? And they said, oh, it's reusable, and they charge you money for it, right? So 10 years have passed. Come to find out, nothing's really changed, all right? People still treat it as like single use. That's what they're saying. This is what they're saying. All right. And they said that I guess you could say the trash being created out of this has gotten worse than what it was 10 years ago. And they said that these thicker bags has become a bigger problem. And so, to me, the idiocracy that I see in this is that plain stupidity from politicians. One, they charge you 10 cents a bag, so to me it's like an added tax, all right, that they charge on people. And people have been reusing these bags, like whether they reuse it for shopping, they reuse it to use for trash. Even those single-use bags, like when I had those single-use bags, I always reused them as trash bags. Fill it up with trash. Once it gets full enough, I toss it in the trash. Whether I leave them in my car or I have it at home, I reuse them as trash bags, fill it up with trash, and toss it out. I mean, that's just what it is. And so then they try to get you with these thicker plastic bags, only to charge you 10 cents per bag. To me, is in tax and a new way to make money. And then these dumbass politicians sit there and say, oh, well, it's gotten worse. All the trash and stuff that's being thrown in the ocean, it's gotten worse. Like, what are we doing? We got to ban them again. All right? And what are they going to do? They're going to pass this thing to try to ban this time to convert to uh, Idiocracy at its finest, paper bags, right? Recycled paper bags. And so that's what they're going to use. They got on their high horse years ago about how, oh, we're cutting down too many trees to make paper and pencils and paper bags and all these things. And so he got away from doing that, right? Because there was too many complaints about the cutting down of trees, right? And then yet we were trying to encourage people to use plastic bags. Then plastic bags was a problem. Oh, we got to ban plastic bags. We're going to give you thicker ones. Only to say, oh no, the thick plastic bags are a problem. We got to go back to paper bags again. And it's like, come on, man, you guys are a bunch of idiots. All right? Only in California you're going to have a bunch of dumbasses try to run the government, try to think they know what's best for the people. But all you try to do is try to continue to just socialism the society that California lives in, because they think you're a bunch of dummies and will just fall in line with it, right? So these stupid plastic bag bans, it's just stupid. It's just the dumbest thing I've ever heard. It's just like how they have a homeless problem in California, right? And they say, oh, the problem with the homeless is that we're not building enough homes. So they build all these quote-unquote affordable homes, affordable housing, only that it's not really that affordable. And then you still have a homeless problem. So they say, oh, we're going to give them money, we're going to feed it, to the homeless organizations and NGOs and all that, and they can try to help with the homeless problem. And yet, $24 billion later, the homeless problem has gotten worse. All right? And yet they're still trying to pass a bond measure, which they passed a bond measure, because Californians are a bunch of idiots for letting that pass. All right? You guys had a chance to vote against the bond measure, and it barely passed, like 51 to 49 or something like that percent. And it's like, why would you want to do that for, you bunch of dumbass Californians, right? And so anyhow, because Gavin Newsom knew that if he was to ask for a new tax or a new way to, cover the homeless problem that we have in California, oh man, people would be so against it that it would be shot down. So that's why he tried to pass it in the form of a bond, and barely passed. Barely's not good enough. Shouldn't pass that shit. Alright? And it goes back to the days of the bailouts. Fuck the bailouts. If the bailouts bailed out these companies, they should be paying it back. But all these companies that were saved during bailouts should have just died, because that's the survival of the fittest. And if they weren't fit to survive, they don't survive. Alright? And it's the same thing with all the mounting debt on people. If you put the debt on yourself, that's on you. Alright? If you go to school and you mount up all the debt, that's on you. Alright? Don't be trying to blame nobody. Don't try to ask the government for forgiveness. Pay your damn bills. Alright? So, it just goes back to this California bag shit. And it's stupid. Dumbest thing I ever heard. And yet they're going to ban plastic bags again. But yet, you still got a lot of plastic bags on a lot of different things, right? Garbage bags are still plastic. Plastic bags in the grocery stores that you use to package like meats and vegetables and all that, those are not banned. It's just the store bags are banned. Alright? So, don't bust me over the good time, alright? So check this out. If they're going to ban plastic bags again, these thicker plastic bags, that means we don't have to pay 10 cents anymore per bag. So that's going to be a loss of money on that part of this little tax that they've been doing to us for the last 10 years. I just hope that they don't try to sneak in the loss of those 10-cent bags in some other form or way of making us pay for what's no longer going to be, towards these plastic bags. Um, that's the only thing I'm leery about, is that I don't want to see this 10-cent loss that they're no longer getting somehow is coming back to us when we got to pay some sort of weird fee or something because they no longer get those 10 cents anymore for it. And there's no way in hell I'm going to pay 10 cents for paper bags to be carried out. Screw that shit. I'll go buy me a shitload of bags from Amazon or from somewhere, get them shipped out to me, and I'll go ahead and reuse those bags over and over again. Screw that shit. Or, I'll find some other, stuff, I guess reusable bags, vinyl bags, and all that other stuff, and boxes. But there's no way in hell I'm going to sit there and be like, yeah, I'll pay 10 cents for paper bags. No. All right? It's just as stupid as how in California they banned the plastic, well, not in all of California, but in certain cities, that they banned the plastic straws because it's one of those problems about people don't recycle them, and it ends up being a problem in the landfills and all that stuff. And that's why they're trying to get people to, sip their drinks through those stupid cardboard straws and that fall apart while you're still, in the middle of your meal. Yeah, don't bust me with that bullshit. All right. It's just a lot of stupid shit that they worry about in California, which is all nonsense. I guess so they can feel good about themselves that they made a difference, right? These politicians that pass these stupid bills because they want to have some sort of mark and say, yeah, I was responsible for getting this done. I did a great job. Get out of here, man. These Democrats are a bunch of idiots. Just like how that guy from Fresno, the assemblyman, that wants to pass legislation to allow illegals up to $150,000 in first-time home loan buy or first-time home buyers, whatever you want to call it, down payment. What the fuck is that? You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. It's stupid shit like that. But coming back to this, I don't know. They got nothing else better to do, right? They spend all this stupid money on the high-speed rail to nowhere, the stupid shit like billions of dollars to the homeless that it's gotten worse. Crime is up. They have no solutions to it because they don't want to enforce the laws. All you got to do is just repeal the Prop 47 and enforce laws, simple laws. You break the rules, you commit a crime, you should be arrested. Why you got to go through a certain amount and only to get a catch and release or any of the other stupid shit that they do in California? And then you wonder why people move out. You wonder why businesses close up. You wonder why businesses leave. Right? You wonder why all these things are happening only because these politicians are a bunch of idiots. And so whoever tried to attempt to pass this bill, let's see, who's the guy that was trying to pass it? I want to know the person that wants to try to pass this here, because this guy's a dumbass. All right, let's see who it is, guy or girl. Let's see who's trying to push this issue here. I don't know if there's a name on it somewhere on who is trying to push this issue. Alright, because all I gotta say is screw that person too for trying to push that. Alright, you got nothing better else to do. Bunch of idiots. But yeah, so look at that, 10 cents per bag. Stores must charge 10 cents per bag. Alright, so yeah, get out of here with that shit. They're going to try to find a way to recoup the 10 cents that they no longer are able to get from these bags. Right? Because sometimes people get more than just one bag, right? They get like 5-6 bags. That's easy 50 cents. If you get 10 bags, it's an easy $1, right? And you get that from multiple people a day. And this stuff adds up. But anyhow, enough of that shit. This is stupid. Just like all these other, liberal dumbass policies they have in California, and then you wonder why we have problems in California because stupid shit like that. Anyhow, comment down below, subscribe, comment, hit the bell icon, and other than that, stay tuned. I got daily stuff I like to talk about. This stuff I see, and if it it catches my attention, I want to talk about it. But yeah, come on aboard, and we could talk about it too. Thanks, and I'll see you next one.